Well, right now we are monitoring a developing story out of Louisiana.
Officials have shot and killed a gunman accused of holding 3 people hostage for hours inside a bank. This is a picture of the suspect. Authorities are identifying him as 20-year-old Fouad Ahmed, and investigators are now revealing he had been planning this heist. They found books about hostage negotiations inside his home. Right now we know one hostage has died after being shot. Another was taken to the hospital, but we don't know their current condition. A third victim was released late last night. The standoff lasted nearly 12 hours.
In other news, we're also covering a breaking story out of Alabama. UPS cargo plane crashed on approach to the Birmingham airport this morning. Now, this happened just before dawn. Authorities tell us the plane was en route from Louisville, Kentucky this morning. When asked about injuries, authorities had no information to give out just yet. The word is there was a pilot and co-pilot on that plane. You're seeing the wreckage there. We've heard there have been at least 3 explosions, and the crash is reportedly not affecting operations at the airport.
A 6 to 12 month reprieve. Keesler Air Force Base gets to keep its C-130J fleet for now. WLOX's Doug Walker joins us live from Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi with what's next. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, Megan and Rhonda. Certainly good news. 10 C-130J aircraft scheduled to go to Pope Airfield in North Carolina will remain on Keesler. They were scheduled to leave October the 1st. That has since been put off until at least. Reporting live from Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, I'm Doug Walker for Good Morning, Mississippi.
All righty, thank you, Doug. You know, it was 5 years ago today that Gulfport Police Lieutenant Rob Curry died. Curry was a motorcycle patrolman, and on this date in 2008, he was hit by a car on his motorcycle on Highway 49. And tonight, friends and family will ride in a motorcycle procession in Curry's memory. The second annual Ride for Rob begins at 6 o'clock tonight. If you want to take part, meet at the Harrison County School Administration Building on Highway 49. The ride will end at Rob Curry's final resting place, Colville Cemetery in Woolmarket. And there will also be a candlelight vigil after the ride.
This afternoon, the first 3 miles of the Heritage Trail opens at the Infinity Science Center. Rebecca Powers has details on a story we'll be following today.
Well, good morning, everyone. The Possum Walk, also called the Discovery Trail, runs from Infinity to near the Pearl River. Markers along the way will share the history of the Possum Walk, an African-American community, and the old Logtown community, which was displaced when Stennis Space Center was built back in the 60s. People will be able to hike, bike, or take their time exploring our coast, and they'll have the opportunity to explore all of what our culturally rich area has to offer. The $785,000 project was funded by a Department of Marine Resources Coastal Impact Assistance Grant. Officials from DMR, Stennis, USM, and NASA cut the ribbon on the Possum Walk today at 4 o'clock, and we'll be there and have that and more for you later today.
Thanks, Rebecca. Well, we have showers and occasional thunderstorms from Bay St. Louis on Saturday, 40% rain chance on Sunday.
WLOX News has just learned of a truck fire on Socia Advanced Road. Happened just about an hour ago. Harrison County Fire Chief Pat Sullivan tells WLOX that an 18-wheeler log truck caught fire just before 6 a.m. The crews worked quickly to put the fire out and clear the road.
So traffic is now flowing on that road, but there may be some delays. No injuries were reported, thankfully. The fire is believed to be accidental. We'll keep you posted on anything new we learn from that, as well as a developing story about that cargo plane, UPS cargo plane going down in Birmingham, not affecting airport traffic in the Birmingham airport at this hour. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we definitely will do that. And look at that huge fire right now. We want to thank you for tuning in with us this morning. We'll see you again at about 7:27 with more local news and weather.
It is 6:53. We are tracking and closely monitoring Tropical Storm Karen this morning. South Mississippi is still under a hurricane watch.
Here is a live look at Highway 90 right now. And if you've lived here for a while, you know that we are likely to get a lot of sand on 90 because of the storm. MDOT will be out cleaning up that sand as soon as they possibly can.
You know, driving around recently, you may have noticed crews working already to clear the sand in preparation for crews on the coast. Officials tell WLX News they will be ready to quickly remove any sand that comes ashore from Karen once Karen's winds die down. Right now, our emergency management directors are also keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Karen. Doug Walker joins us live from the Harrison County EOC in Gulfport with more on what officials are doing to prepare. Good morning, Doug.
Oh, good morning, Megan. You mentioned cruising the coast just a minute ago. That's going to be one of the major concerns. And here's the reason why. Yes. Normal event in a situation like this, declaring states of emergency. In fact, Governor Phil Bryant declared a state of emergency yesterday afternoon out of Jackson. And we'll have more as the day progresses. Our team is covering all aspects of the tropical storm in the Gulf, Karen, and we'll have more as the day progresses. Reporting live from the Harrison County EOC, I'm Doug Walker for Good Morning Mississippi.
Thanks, Doug, and we are going to continue our coverage in Hancock County, where there is often flooding during tropical weather. Residents started preparing overnight for whatever Karen may bring. And many people say even if Karen doesn't make a direct hit on the Mississippi coast, they are still bracing for high water. They say levees protecting New Orleans will send that water their way. People who live along Bayou LaCroix especially say with every tropical disturbance, they seem to get more and more floodwater in their area.
Well, the 403rd Wing at Keesler Air Force Base is getting ready. The group will be flying the storm out of Ellington Field, Texas today. That's near Houston and provides a safe spot from which the hurricane hunters can fly this storm. You may recall most of the hurricane hunters were sent home with furloughs, but quickly recalled once the storm developed and they were needed.
Well, stores are expecting a big rush over the next couple of days as Karen turns closer to shore. Trang Pham Bui continues our team coverage as shoppers are getting a head start on their storm preparations.
Walk into any grocery or home improvement store over the next few days, and this is what you'll probably see. Stacks of storm-related supplies, and the Lowe's store is expecting another load of plywood. In Gulfport, Trang Pham Bui, WLOX News.
Thanks, Trang. Want to remind you now, in case you're just joining, to improve for our area, but keep in mind that hurricane watch in effect at least throughout today. Then things look much better for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, America.